Hello and welcome to another Let's Play Pokemon TCG Online. I'm Daniel, one of the hosts on the Reasons I'm Broke podcast, found right here on YouTube every single week. And I'm going to go back to the Gengar deck because there was actually a huge update to Pokemon TCG Online. And I want to show you guys with the expanded format, all of the different animations, and with the mill deck, you can't really show those off as much. So we're going to jump into our expanded format, climb up the versus rewards ladder, and you're going to notice that there's going to be a huge interface change. And some for the worse, some for the better. We'll talk about it as we do our matches. First opponent is AURE8, and he uses Psychic types as well. As you can see, we actually got to get the quickest match ever. Alright, well, you can already tell just from that it's a little bit of a different opening already with the coin flip. And you got to take a slight peek at the format, or at the play mat, if you will. So as I was saying, I actually earned the Gengar deck and the Gengar sleeves, which actually took a lot of coins, which of course you earn through playing more versus matches and the tournaments and all that stuff. Next opponent is Migo Boss, who uses Colorless, Electric, Water, and I think the last one was Psychic type. So right now we're calling the coin flip. I always call Tails. Lost that coin flip. Gengar laughs at me. Hopefully we get to use him. And he will choose who goes first. So right now we're taking a look at the field here. It looks a lot more simple, a lot more rendered, and the deck boxes actually, that will be an update that shows up later on, in which they will update it based on the deck box that you have. And right now, if you hover over any card, it will actually blow it up for you. You actually have to click and drag now whatever you'd like to use. So some of that is to prevent players that were just clicking around, or maybe their mouse acted up and they accidentally clicked on a trainer that they didn't want to use. So that's what that was preventing right there. So that's kind of cool, but otherwise, as you can see, the animations you cannot skip. You have to go through all of the animations of drawing cards, and it does actually slow the game down quite a bit, unfortunately. So it's just all click and drag, and actually that's how we're going to do this turn. Going up against an Eevee deck, we'll probably see them turn into, with the Eevee decks, you're going to see the Jolteons, the Flareons. With the abilities, you actually get to see how they change abilities based on what's on their bench for their active Pokemon. They end up using N, since that is back in the format, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. All these animations you have to go through, you can't skip them. Before this update, you could actually just click and it would go through the animations much quicker, and it's not happening now. But on the flip side, you do see these animations right here, which are vastly improved, so I think that's pretty cool. So we end up getting another Litwick out of it. We're going to evolve this other Litwick into Lampent. A little bit unnecessary, but I'm sure there's going to be an update in which they'll get rid of the animations. I don't know, maybe some brokeheads out there like the animations. Go ahead and let me know underneath in the comments section. Maybe I'll keep them active. We're going to put down another Gengar. And I did have a double colorless energy, and now I don't, so I can't actually do what I wanted to do. So we're just going to feed the Gengar EX a special energy. And we'll just do a Night Attack, which is put 3 damage counters on one of your opponent's active Pokemon. Boom, there it is, 30. Brings down the Eevee to 20. And we're actually poisoned. We're down to 150 due to the 2 turns, and we will be down to 140 based on what they do next turn. Looks like they don't have any energies on Eevee. I don't see any more benched Pokemon, so they're going to try to get some more with N. So they're going to go ahead and shuffle back. We're going to get 6 cards ourselves. Since I am playing in expanded format, some of the brokeheads that are used to standard might not know what N does, but essentially you shuffle your hand into your deck and you draw the number of cards that you have prize cards left. So in both of our cases, 6. It could come real good handy later on in the game. If your opponent has 1 prize card left, they only get 1 card, essentially. So that's really useful. Alright, so we do get 2 more Professor's Letters. Let's go ahead and use up 1 of them for now, and then maybe next turn, just in case they have another N or something. Let me go ahead and feed the Gengar EX. There we go. Dark Corridor attack, 60 damage onto the Eevee, which will knock it out. We're going to switch on over to the Gengar that we have on the bench, which does get rid of the poisoning for the Gengar. That's essentially why I did it. And we get 1 of these prizes. Choose the first one, doesn't matter. And a Rock Guard, awesome. So they've got a double colorless energy on the Ox's EX, which has a weakness to Psychic. There's another N. That's exactly why I didn't want to use the other Professor's Letter. So let's see what happens here. There goes all of our energies. I did want to keep that special energy card, though, because it did give me the option to retreat for free. Alright, so we do get another Gengar out of it. Let's go ahead and put him down. And we will draw 3 with the Charon. There's a special energy, awesome. So that will let us attack. So let's go ahead and feed the Gengar EX. Let's go ahead and use we'll use that one next turn. Let's go ahead and retreat for free onto the Gengar with the Dark Corridor attack. On the weakness with the Deoxys EX, that should do 120 damage. And we're going to switch on over back to the Gengar EX. So the whole idea was to try to make it look more like Hearthstone with the animations, which is fine, and I think they do look much better. It's just the card animations themselves and the evolutions that are a little bit too much. But there's the Hypnotoxic Laser. We are asleep and poisoned now. They're going to do Sycamore, discard their hand, and they're going to draw up 7. Let's see what they end up getting. Maybe another benched Pokemon on their end. Muscle Band, alright. Another energy card onto the Deoxys EX. Helix Force. Damage increased up to 80. Let's see if we wake up in between turns. And we do not. Alright, so let's go ahead and draw up the energy cards. Let's eliminate those from our deck. So we get 2 more. And we'll draw up 3. Alright, so nothing too big there. So I'm actually going to feed a different Gengar EX for now. And we'll end our turn since we are asleep. We're going to flip to see if we wake up. We both take poison damage. And we do not wake up. It's too bad. So it looks like they will knock us out this turn with the damage increase from the Muscle Band, and they'll get 2 prizes. So they're going to shuffle their hand into their deck. Let's see what that does again. And then draw a number of cards equal to that of your opponent's hand. I think that's what it was. Nope, it was something else. So that was a knockout right in the background. Number of your benched Pokemon, including your opponents. Alright, so that's what that was. Haven't seen that card played in a while. We're going to put out the Gengar EX, because I have to drag it. Can't just click on it, I keep forgetting. Just takes some getting used to. We are going to... Oh, awesome. We're going to evolve into... Actually, let's do the Rare Candy. Rare Candy into the Litwick over to Lampent, so it skips the middle stage. There it is. Let's go ahead and feed the Chandelure that's on the bench. Let's go ahead and draw up... Let's draw up 3. See what we get. Another Rare Candy and another Chandelure, so we'll go ahead and evolve him. There we go. We've already fed our Pokemon, so we are going to knock out the Deoxys EX with Dark Corridor attack. Does 120 damage, more than enough to knock it out and get our 2 prize cards. We're going to switch on over to Chandelure because he is the man, and we're going to draw up 2 prize cards due to it being an EX. So just the next 2. Ends up being a Lysander and an Energy Retrieval. Very useful. And we're going up against a Lugia EX, which has a double colorless energy, which can actually start doing some damage to us. In the meantime, they do end up putting out another Deoxys EX, which I might end up pulling out with Lysander and doing another Dark Corridor attack. Would like to get another special energy on our hand. We're down to 24 cards in our deck, so the chances are pretty decent. They end up attaching another couple of energy cards. I think that's... Let me see here. Okay, so 2 Plasma Energies. So that's still going to hurt either way. They've got a Versus Seeker that they're going to pull out. Lysander. Alright, so they're going to pull out the Gengar with the energies right down here. Let's see if they end up using it and knocking us out with that. No, they go with the Plasma Gale on Chandelure. And we do bring down the Lugia EX with us, so Chandelure does the thing it does and brings down the Lugia. Awesome. So 2 more prize cards for us. There we go. We get a Versus Seeker and a Tierno. So I'm definitely going to go after the Deoxys if I can. So they're going to bring out their other Pokemon here, the Thundurus, and we're going to drag out the Deoxys since it is super effective. It is weak against us. So let's pull out the Dimension Valley first. Lysander, out the Deoxys EX. There it is. Let's go ahead and what else can we do here? Let's go ahead and feed the Gengar EX that we have down here. And Dark Corridor attack. I was hoping for a Muscle Band, but we weren't going to be able to use Tierno, and I definitely needed to use the Lysander. And if I need to use Lysander next turn, I've got the Versus Seeker handy. The Deoxys EX is down to 40 hit points. So they're going to go ahead and feed it, and I think that's all they can do. They don't have a double colorless energy. Search your deck for plasma energy and attach it to one of your... There we go. Okay, so that's going to help them out. That's going to help them attack. So what's this do here? If this Pokemon has any plasma energies attached to it, this attack does 30 more damage for each energy attached to the defending Pokemon. Wow, so that's actually going to bring up the damage quite a bit. And the ability, your Team Plasma's Pokemon's attacks do 10 more damage to the active Pokemon. Meanwhile, okay, so Thundurus EX, yeah, I think the right choice was to go after the Deoxys because of that weakness. So we have a higher chance of knocking it out. So there it is. They're going to retreat into the Thundurus EX. Lysander, ooh. Onto the Chandelure. And that ends our turn. Alright, I think we still have this, Brocats. We're going to do a double colorless energy onto Chandelure. We're going to retreat onto the Gengar EX. Either one would have worked, really. Let's go ahead and do the Versus Seeker. And they could concede the match since they might see what I'm doing here. Lysander. We'll play that Lysander for the Deoxys EX. Like I said, it moves a little bit slower now. Actually, a lot slower, but there it is. Dark Corridor attack. Knockout. Last prize that we have. We'll choose the Chandelure. And there it is. Last prize was a Gengar EX. And let's see what we get. We get 5 coins out of it. And 3 bonus ones as well. So as you saw, it does go a lot slower, so I can't do as many matches in one playthrough, unfortunately. So we might be able to do one more. Yeah, it looks like we can do one more. Let's see how fast this next match goes. And then I do have some booster packs to open up at the end. I've got some Ancient Origins left and some bonus ones as well. So let's jump into our next one. I do want to remind all of you that you can follow The Reasons I'm Broke by heading on over to nerdupmedia.com and clicking on The Reasons I'm Broke. There you can check out our Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, basically anywhere you can find us online. Also, you can just head straight there by going to Twitter at Reasons I'm Broke or Facebook.com/The Reasons I'm Broke. So let's see if they end up going first. Alright, we've got a Gengar EX we're going to pull out that we do start off with. Very awesome. Always better than starting off with a Litwick, as much as I like Litwick. Got a couple of cards that can get us more bench here. We've got the Pokemon Fan Club. We've got the Charon. Probably go with the Pokemon Fan Club next. So here we go. We'll feed the Gengar EX. There's the Pokemon Fan Club. We'll get a Litwick and a Gengar EX. Here we go, and we'll put them both down on the bench. We'll drag them onto the bench here. Alright, so we've got an energy. We've gone first. We're going to end our turn. Hold on. Without attack? No, never mind. No, we do want to attack. I forgot. Thought we went first. So Night Attack, we'll go after the Zapdos since that has energy on it. And 30 damage onto it. 3 damage counters. Alright, they've got another energy on the Zapdos. And they will do the Drill Peck for 20 damage onto the Gengar EX, and it's our turn. Alright, what do we draw here? We've got a Lucky Helmet. That's very useful. Let's draw up 3 for now. Rock Art, beautiful. Alright, so first let's go ahead and put down this Gengar EX. I would have liked a double colorless, but instead we're just going to put a regular energy on it. We'll put the Lucky Helmet on the Gengar EX just in case they attack us again. We'll hold off on the Rock Art, and we'll do another Night Attack onto the Zapdos for another 30 damage. I don't know if I mentioned the next opponent, but it's Aerodirates. I think that's how you pronounce it. They've got a gold goatee going there. Pokemon Center Lady will heal up the Zapdos. As always, that's one less Pokemon Center Lady that they have that they can use. Let's see if they're going to feed it with another energy. Nope. We're just going to go with Drill Peck, which gets us a couple more cards thanks to the Lucky Helmet. And we'll draw up a regular card. So that's the Dimension Valley that we end up pulling out. So let's go ahead and use it. There we go. Let's go ahead and feed one of these other Gengars next. And we can actually do... Let's do Charon before we do the Dark Corridor. Alright, a Mega Gengar Spirit Link out of it. Alright, there it is. Dark Order attack onto the Zapdos EX. Damage decreased due to the Hard Charm, and we're going to switch on over to the Gengar that we just placed an energy on. They are poisoned, so that does bring them down, let's see, to 70 hit points. That's one other thing that's kind of cool. Like, while the energies do show up at the bottom instead of behind the Pokemon like it did before. Holy shit. 120 damage. That was huge. So, as I was saying, it does actually, when you pull up the card, it does show you what they have and how many energy cards. So they're down to 60. We've got another energy we can feed our Gengar with. Let's go ahead and do that, and we should be able to... No, it won't be a knockout, I don't think. Let's go ahead and do Dark Order once again. Damage decrease 40, 100, so 110. Yeah, they might be knocked out. They end up conceding the match on that one. And we get 5 coins, and another bonus coin, too. Awesome. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into some booster packs right after we get our versus reward stuff. There we go, so collection. See what we have this time. So I do want to know from Broquettes what you thought of the new format, the new update. Like I said, I'm very mixed on it. The matches do take a lot longer, and the animations you can't disable quite yet. And I think the field itself looks a little bit more plain than it did before. But as always, with these updates, they're going to do some fixes, they're going to do some patching, and it will improve overall, I think. I do love the animations for the attacks. I think they look great. I think they're very dynamic, even though they are, once again, trying to replicate what Hearthstone is doing. I think that's cool. I think that's what they should be doing, since that is very popular right now. So we do pull up a Reverse Hollow Miltank. Very awesome. And a Furret. Let's go and finish that up. We do have a tournament chest that I did earn from a tournament earlier this week. We do have 2 of them. There we go. 5 coins. And the bonus one being a Swampert. Little flamboyant Swampert with its hand there. Alright, so that's probably one of my favorite Swampert cards, actually. Really funny. I love the art. Another tournament chest. Team Flare Grunt. Awesome. Definitely could use those. So let's go ahead and finish that up there. Oh, I thought... Okay, I have another one. We get 5 coins. And the other card being a Weavile. And let's go ahead and open up an Ancient Origins booster pack. Alright, what do we have here? Last one being a Metagross. Very cool. Not a card we had. And let's do 3 of these. 3 Ancient Origins. See if we get Tyrannitars or some Reverse Hollow Unknowns or something. Alright, so there's a new one right there. Dangerous Energy. Could always use that if I do end up doing the Tyranitar deck. We've got a Jolteon. Each of your Stage 1 Pokemon in play is now an electric Pokemon along with its existing types. And a Registeel. Alright, let's open up 2 more of these. Alright, so we've got 2 of them here. We've got a Reverse... Sorry about that. Reverse Hollow Regice, which is very useful. And another Jolteon. So let's do 1 more booster pack. Alright, and this will be... We got a Spinarak Reverse Hollow. And an Entei. So let's take a look at the Spinarak. Really cool looking. I always love the Reverse Hollows. They look much better in person when you open up physical cards, but that's a really cool card. Alright, so thanks again, Broquettes, for tuning in to another Let's Play Pokemon TCG Online. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking on the Reasons I'm Broke logo at the top right-hand corner of the screen. And do check out the podcast that we put up every single week where Kelly and I cover comics, movies, TV, video games, and more. I'm Daniel, and we'll see you on the next one.